Welcome to Healing Horizons with Simon, the space where science meets self awareness. Today, we are joined by our certified dietitian and health coach, our amazing guest, Roseanne Schnell, a passionate advocate for balanced living and mindful nutrition. So, together, we'll dive into the world of GLP-1, one of the most talked about hormones in health and wellness today, and explore how it's reshaping the way we think about weight, metabolism, and energy. So, Roseanne, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're warmly welcome. So, Roseanne, like GLP-1 has become a buzzword in the wellness world. So, can you share for those unfamiliar what exactly is it and why is it so important?
Yes, so GLP-1 is an actual hormone that we all have in our bodies. So it's a natural hormone within our bodies. And because why it's getting so much buzz is because there are now GLP-1 agonists, which are the medications that mimic the natural GLP-1 hormone. And the natural GLP-1 hormone and the agonist, in the presence of food in the body, will support appetite regulation, blood sugar regulation, and digestion, and work on the centers of the brain that support satiety, the feeling of fullness, and also the reward system.
That really makes a lot of sense, Roseanne, and that was really remarkable the way you describe it and broke it down so clearly. So, like now, how does it, naturally function in our body and what makes it such a breakthrough for health?
So GLP-1's medication today is such a breakthrough because we've never had a weight loss medication that actually works with the natural pathway of the body. So in the past, we've had weight loss medications that overstimulate the body, the system, to increase calorie burning. The GLP-1s are very different. They're actually working on that natural pathway of the natural GLP-1 hormone. So they're working naturally with the body processes instead of working against it. So we're really helping people learn that they have this natural hormone within their body. And if they're taking the medication, that medication is working the same way that natural hormone is working. And that's why it's such a breakthrough because we've never had a medication like this before. And there's emerging science now that's not only showing benefits for weight loss, but so many other benefits like neurological protection, anti-inflammation, heart health. So it's really, really exciting that we have these GLP-1 medications.
Hmm. That explanation, Roseanne, really makes it clear that how naturally it works within the body and why it stands out as such a breakthrough for health. And I really appreciate how you connected the science to real benefits. It really helps put its impact into perspective. Now, many people know GLP-1 through medications for weight management. So can you share that what's the science behind that and where do lifestyle factors fit in?
Yes. So we really stress that the GLP-1 medication is just one tool for weight loss. It's not the end all be all for weight loss. GLP-1 um, GLP-1 medication, the agonist, actually work best combined with lifestyle habits. So it's very important that while getting that physiological assistance from the GLP-1 medication, that you're using that help with the body to actually support making those lifestyle changes, making sure that you're finding movement that you enjoy, that you are sleeping well, that you're managing your stress. So there's so much more to weight loss than just taking a medication and wanting to lose weight. It's very important that we also incorporate those lifestyle habits.
Mm. That really clarifies, Rosal, the science behind GLP-1 and how it influences weight management. And I love that how you also highlighted the role of lifestyle factors. It makes it clear that it's not just about medications, but about how our everyday choices work alongside our biology.
100%.
Hmm. So, do you believe this medication should be, viewed as a bridge or a long-term solution?
I think that the GLP-1 medication can start being used as a long-term solution, again, alongside with the lifestyle habits. We just launched a new program for our GLP-1s where we are introducing microdosing. So, in the holistic world and at our company, we are now introducing microdosing of the GLP-1 medication where we're changing the focus from weight loss to longevity, the other benefits, anti-inflammation, brain health, to really support living your life with the GLP-1 medication in small doses, not just for weight loss, but to really support the metabolism in a healthy way and also the brain and all of the other systems, especially hormone balance. We've seen great success with GLP-1s with hormone balance as well, which really helps the body stay in homeostasis, again, along with those lifestyle habits. We have a health coaching program, and we really emphasize to our members using GLP-1s along with our pillars of wellness, which are nutrition, movement, social and emotional well-being, and sleep.
Mm. That makes a lot of sense, like seeing them as something that can support long-term health, as you explained, while still emphasizing lifestyle really strikes a balanced approach. And it's great that how you framed it as a partnership between medication and healthy habits rather than, relying on one over the other. And I like that you mentioned the healthcare program too, because it, shows that there's structured support to help people combine the treatment with lifestyle changes effectively.
Very important, especially for sustainable weight loss and living a healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. That's such an important distinction, yes. Now, how does nutrition influence GLP-1 levels naturally?
So, nutrition supports GLP-1 levels. Really, it's science backed. The most important factors to consider when you are fueling your body and nourishing your body to support the GLP-1 hormone is to make sure that you're eating enough protein. Protein is so important. We want to make sure that we're taking enough protein in because that's what supports our muscle mass, our lean muscle mass. As we're aging, and if we're taking a GLP-1 medication, we are at risk for losing lean muscle mass. And lean muscle mass is our metabolically active tissue. So we want to make sure that we're holding on to our lean muscle mass, and eating protein is so important for that. Protein is also very important to keep our body satiated. So when we just choosing imbalanced meals, maybe just fueling with carbohydrates, we're not going to feel as satiated as if we include protein in the meal. So balanced meals are really important, incorporating protein along with carbohydrates and fats to get the macronutrients and to make sure that our body is taking each macronutrient in, because each macronutrient is going to have a different function in the body. So we want to support all of the body functions. Another important factor is fiber. So because the GLP-1 hormone slows down the gastric delay, the gastric emptying, it delays gastric emptying. Because of that, we want to make sure we're keeping that digestive system super healthy. So fiber-rich foods are really important, not only for keeping you feeling full and keeping your blood sugars regulated, because they are absorbed into the system slower than refined sugars. The fiber helps slow the digestion of the sugars and carbohydrates so that we get more long-lasting energy, and we're supporting digestion. Fiber helps move the foods along through our system. And it could really be helpful to make sure with GLP-1, a lot of sometimes people see side effect of a slower gastric system where they will experience constipation. So the fiber really helps keep things moving along. And again, also blood sugar control and feeling satiated. Gut health is also so important. The GLP-1 hormone is actually produced in the gut. So we want to keep that gut microbiome super healthy, and fiber feeds the good bacteria in our gut. Another important factor is nutrient density. So nutrient dense foods are going to give you the bang for your buck. So you really want to make sure that when you're choosing foods, that you're making sure that they're nourishing for the body, that they also include the micronutrients, the vitamins and the minerals that are catalysts for all of the body processes and that give us the energy our bodies need and support our cells.
Mm-hmm. That really puts things into perspective, Rose. And like, it's fascinating, to see how what we eat can naturally influence GLP-1 levels. And I love how you connected the science to practical nutrition choices. It makes the whole concept feel much more actionable for everyday life.
That's the goal.
Mm-hmm. So, are there any specific foods or habits that support its healthy regulation?
That support
Healthy regulation?
blood sugar regulation.
No, like, are there any specific foods or habits that support its healthy regulation of GLP-1 levels?
Oh, yes. So the absolutely the foods that support the regulation are going to be the protein, the fiber, and the nutrient dense foods.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's gonna surely be, beneficial for all our listeners out there. And it's really refreshing to hear that food can still be medicine, like one mindful meal at a time.
Absolutely. Mindfulness is so important. It's not just about the food that we're eating, it's also the mindful eating habits. So, slowing down your meals, avoiding distractions, really enjoying your meals, the texture of your meals, the vibrance of your meals. We really emphasize that it's not just what we're eating, it's the way we're eating, it's who we're eating with, it's being present in our meals. It's listening to our bodies. It's making sure that we really feel the energy that we need from our foods, and that we're supporting our nourishment not only through what we're eating, but how we're eating and the enjoyment of food.
Absolutely. Now, there's been debate about quick fixes versus sustainable wellness. So, how do you guide your clients towards, balance when results seem low?
So it's very important that we speak about mindset. Again, like it's not just about what we're eating. It's so important with our members. The first thing we discuss with them is motivation. So we really want to make sure that our members are coming from a place of understanding why they're on this journey. So the first discussion that we have with our members is why they're on this journey. And we actually ask them, what is their why? And that why is actually what's going to keep them motivated to get them through the journey. So there's obviously so many different whys. Everybody has a different reason why they want to lose weight, but we really try to dig deep into the understanding of why people are on this journey so that we could help them stay motivated throughout their journey. So many people will say, oh, yeah, I just want to feel good. I want to feel more energy. Well, what is it that you want to use that energy for? And then we'll get deep into people explaining how they want to be able to keep up with their grandchildren, or they want to dance at their daughter's wedding. It's not just fitting into the dress for the wedding, it's dancing at the wedding without pain in their knees and being able to really enjoy the celebration. So I always turn people back to what is their why and what's the motivation that they have behind the journey. And that's going to be what's going to be able to keep them going.
That really highlights, the importance of Understanding motivation, like you said, by asking why, it really shifts the focus from short-term numbers, to long-term purpose, according to me, whether it's losing weight or gaining energy or feeling healthier overall. And I love that how it shows that sustainable wellness isn't just about the outcomes, but about helping people align their actions with their deeper goals and making the process feel meaningful and achievable rather than like frustrating.
Absolutely. And, setbacks are part of a journey. And we really want to help our members get out of that mindset of all or nothing when it comes to health and weight loss. We want to make sure that they're not trying to be perfect. When people are trying to be perfect to be healthy, that's when they can get very frustrated because nobody's perfect. Nobody eats a perfect diet. Nobody lives a perfect lifestyle. Setbacks are part of the journey. And it's so important that we make sure that we give ourselves grace. And instead of focusing on perfection, that we focus on progress and just showing up and being consistent and getting momentum from consistency and healthy habits, not perfection.
Mm-hmm. So, can you share one mindset shift that helps people stay consistent with healthy habits?
One mindset shift is again feeling making sure that you're just working at progress, that you're meeting yourself where you're at and you're not trying to be perfect. You're just progressing on your own path of wellness. Everybody's journey looks very different. So it's important that you allow yourself and that you give yourself the grace that you need. And I think it's very important to keep that positive mindset, to never be beating yourself up for something that you didn't do, to just give yourself grace and to celebrate those small successes. We really emphasize small, realistic goals and achieving those small, realistic goals so that you could celebrate small wins. And wins aren't always about losing weight and a number on the scale or better lab values. Wins could be something that is just within you. Being able to say no to an obligation and allowing yourself more time for yourself, for self care. It could be just giving yourself the grace that you need and not pushing yourself, but nurturing yourself.
It really complements the idea that health isn't about perfection, but about progress and self compassion. And I love that you explain like keeping a like positive mindset and giving yourself that grace is really a powerful reminder. And that approach makes consistency feel much more achieved, like sustainable, according to me.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Now, for listeners who are, curious about GLP-1 but unsure where to start, what's your advice for exploring it safely and responsibly?
Starting GLP-1 safely and responsibly is definitely finding a company like Shed that is going to be the complete wellness journey, that's going to provide the support that you need and lead you to licensed providers that will listen to you and your needs and provide you with the best treatment plan for you and your body. That's the most important. To really listen to the health provider and then also listen to your own body and your own needs, not to follow what maybe other people are doing or what you hear. It's to listen to your body and to speak to a healthcare practitioner to discuss what works best for you.
That's really a practical advice, and absolutely, that's really like solid guidance. Listening to our healthcare provider while tuning into our own body strikes a perfect balance, and I really appreciate how you framed it because it emphasizes both professional guidance and personal awareness at the same time, which is like so important, when exploring something new like GLP-1.
Absolutely. And just getting that support throughout your journey is so important.
So, how can someone know if they truly need medical intervention or just lifestyle adjustments?
That would be something, again, you would speak with your healthcare provider on. And again, even with medication, the most important thing is understanding that it works best and you could optimize any treatment plan that you have through a healthcare provider and any medication plan. If the medication is what your body needs, that you do combine it with the lifestyle tools that will set you up for lifelong wellness.
That makes a lot of sense, and that's really a clear and thoughtful way to put it. And I love how you make that clear that understanding the body and knowing when professional guidance is needed versus when lifestyle adjustments might be enough. It really makes the approach feel much more practical, balanced, and empowering for listeners. So, Rosen, you reminded us that health isn't about chasing shortcuts. It's about understanding our bodies and honoring what they need, whether through science, nutrition, or mindfulness. The path to healing is always personal. So, listeners, stay curious, stay compassionate, and keep building your healthiest horizon.